Hey guys, my name's Pricey. I am here for the faction and Kill Your Stereo, and I am with the man himself, Jack Bergin from Void of Vision. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So we're here on site at Full Tilt in Brisbane, and it's been a little while coming. There was a little bit of a gap between the Melbourne show and the Brisbane show. Brisbane was meant to be much earlier in the year, and in fact, the entire festival was meant to be far earlier, but it's finally here. We're on site. Brisbane decided to rain a little bit earlier. It seems to be the way that anytime there's an outdoor event announced in Brisbane, it must rain or threaten to rain on the entire parade.
I thought I was leaving Melbourne.
Exactly.
Stumbled back into it apparently.
Exactly. But it seems that we've found you and Void of Vision very much in full steam ahead mode.
Yes,
the EP is out next Friday.
That's the one.
Friday coming.
Yeah.
The 29th. And there's a ton of touring on the way for you guys already. So, I mean, let's get into the EP. It's the closest thing to now. So, tell us about Heaven.
I guess it's been cool, like writing these EP series kind of on the fly almost, and I think that was the project the idea for the project I wanted coming outside of COVID, and kind of, I guess, summating my time experienced in COVID, my time returning out of it, and kind of just my life changing and just going through all life's hurdles, as it will. And sort of, I found writing not only lyrically, but also musically, just how much it can change just in a matter of months, and keeping the inspirations fresh and just like really putting it in as soon as just dialing in as soon as it comes into your brain has been the most and
really
how's creatively
that been different
rewarding.
To previously?
I guess because we write records and then we go through the whole process of working with producers and do the tracking and go through the album campaign setups. But because of all the time in COVID, we just were able to kind of almost stockpile and just be ready for anything, and we could sort of like have everything just on the
reactive.
Go. That's it. I think that's a very good word for it. Like it's very reactive, like process, just putting all these EPs out, and it's been very creatively rewarding to kind of challenge ourselves like this, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely think that in the coming years we're going to see a change or a shift in the way people sort of approach these processes, and you might very well be ahead of the curve here. I think.
I hope so.
This is really cool. And I mean, like, you guys have really, with these couple of EP cycles that you've been doing, you guys have really sort of changed up the image as well. It seems like you've been really focused on like a real new visual aesthetic as well. Yeah. And, I mean, was that inspired sort of by similar things? It's sort of a changing of the times and you wanted to represent something a little darker, perhaps.
Yeah, that's it. Even just like in coming to terms with my identity, like as an individual, like over COVID, I had so much time to think about that as well. Like my whole life is just put out on a plate for me to look at and sort of dissect. Like I think we've been so busy as a band, like since our formation, that we kind of haven't had the time to really stop and think about this sort of thing. Yeah. And honestly, it's almost like starting a brand new band coming out of COVID. It's probably looked a bit like that too with all the imagery.
Definitely.
Yeah. And
definitely. And the sound as well.
Yeah, that's it.
It's definitely been a heavier, darker Void of Vision.
That's it. Yeah.
Without doubt. Yeah.
It's been nice to recollect, and now we're here and sort of like presenting it all. It feels the best we've ever felt. So
man, that's, I guess in the same way, it's, there's sort of an embracing that you kind of needed to do to go and look at those things and go, all right, I'm going to embrace the things that I've discovered in that process. It's the same sort of thing. It's embracing that for going forward publicly for the band as well. Yeah. And so there's Australian touring coming up, and so you've brought some internationals out here. So you've got Holding Absence, and then you've got Sydney band Bloom with you as well, and then Hollow Front as well. No,
that's the US.
That's the US one. So I'm just trying to remember that. So then the US one is with August Burns Red, We Came as Romans, and Hollow Front.
That's it. Yes.
And so, I mean, like, the Australian tour is what, June?
Yes.
And then off to America in July.
That's the one, yeah.
And then that takes you through to what, August or so?
Yeah, so we've got stuff pretty much like right after that, that's probably going to get announced pretty soon. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, but yeah, it's
You heard it
basically
here first.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, a lot more international touring on the cards for the year.
Oh, amazing.
So, yeah, it's really exciting for us because obviously we've just finally put out all this music for the first time in 2 years, and to finally showcase this new imagery and everything with it all is just, it's going to be a treat to do live.
I love it. And just using some context clues.
Yes.
Before the interview, I heard you talking about a UK publicist that you have that's part of the team.
Yes.
I'm guessing then that the touring may mean some EU, UK touring.
Absolutely. So yes, we will be over there before the year's out, and yeah, it's a very exciting package. But yeah, like this US package, like we were saying, is just, I think that was a big moment for us too, like, because obviously, like, we didn't have like a lot of planning before COVID struck to head over there, but during, there was a few exciting opportunities that came up, and then this one hit, and like this is the stuff that when we started this band 2013 or whatever, when we were finishing high school and stuff, these are the bands that we were listening to, and like We Came as Romans and Orchestra Red, just all timers. Like, we fucking love those bands, and it's insane to go over there and
to just be on the same lineup and to just be held in the, like, to know that they sort of hold you in the same, to be considered peers.
Nuts.
Is absolutely. And I mean, getting back to the UK publicist thing, like, also obviously part of my job as well is I'm also a publicist.
Yes.
And so, like, I get a lot of satisfaction out of seeing bands get results that I'm like, yes, good for you. That's going to mean a bunch of things are going to open up for you, or that you're going to level up a little bit, or whatever it is. And just seeing things like you guys getting played on BBC One with Daniel Carter, getting Rock Sound, talking about you guys, like, it's the same sort of vibe in what you're talking about there. Is like, those are bucket list things.
Yeah.
Having those particular types of outlets talk about you. But also, the doors that those things open when, it's going to mean bigger audiences watching you guys when you do hit over there and all that sort of stuff. So, I take a lot of, even bands that are not my clients, I see when a result is going to hit for a band, I get a lot of satisfaction out of that. So when I saw those things, I was like, good for you guys. You know what I mean?
Thank you, man.
That's such a cool thing.
It was so cool seeing, like, just all those names like Kerrang and Rock Sound and stuff, and it's awesome because, like, I feel like you do that you'd go the miles in Australia, and then when it starts happening overseas, it's just this fresh brand of excitement just popping up again, and it feels like I'm saying, it's like starting a brand new fucking band, and it feels insane. Like,
that's great.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So great. And so let's get back to the present right now. So today, you've got your set. Like, you excited for this? How, like, have you been for a bit of a walk around the site yet, or have you seen? Yeah,
we did. We played with the Amity Affliction here earlier in the year when they did their headliner, and we did the outdoor one, and that was amazing. I'm kind of low-key glad we're indoors today because the environment is much so permitting. But it's awesome. I think it's going to be a really cool day. Like, it's nice layout, and indoors looks beautiful too. So I'm very excited.
Wicked. Well, that's great. Thanks so much for having a chat with us for the Faction for Key Stereo, and honestly, like, have the best year, and best of luck with the release of the EP. Sounds like there's more coming after that, so that's even more exciting. But like, have the best time overseas, and
thank you.
Yeah, we're behind you. So
likewise, you have a great year too.
Cheers.